Hey guys, welcome back to some more F1 2016 and part 14 of our Return to Glory career mode with McLaren. And today we have the Italian Grand Prix at the legendary Monza circuit. So, if you haven't seen the last episode, make sure you check it out. It is a huge episode, lots of things happened, and it was one of the most enjoyable Grand Prix weekends I've ever had. So go and check that out now. But if you haven't, it's your own fault because I'm going to spoil it. We won another race, and I know it's unrealistic that McLaren are winning races, but in the situations we've been in, with the upgrades we've made, we are good enough to win Grand Prix, and we've shown that twice this year if the conditions apply. And now, Italy, it is going to be difficult. The straight line speed deficit, well, I think it is going to have an effect this weekend, and other teams will have made updates. And let's see if there's any news from Chris, the engineer, or agent, because of course we are the first driver now, so maybe a lot more things will happen. And we're getting into the latter part of the season where contracts will be sort of offered. Is anything going to happen? We really don't know. It's not going to happen. Let's have a look at the laptop and see who's made updates. So Haas have actually made an update. They've reduced their chassis weight and upgraded the engine power, so they've had quite a substantial update. Sauber have also had a decent update, fuel consumption and engine power, so they'll be very happy about that. Looking at the research and development table then, Haas have moved up past Force India now, who are kind of stalling in their development trail. Sauber is still the worst F1 team, but are equal with Renault and Manor. Looking at the constructor standings, we haven't looked towards the bottom, but you may notice that Renault and Sauber are yet to score. Obviously, Manor have had a decent season. They're in 9th, and Haas, we don't really see much of them, but they have 27 points, and I assume most of them come from in fact, all of them come from Romain Grosjean, Esteban Gutierrez down there, but Kevin Magnussen and Julian Palmer yet to score points. We're up there in 4th, so everything's looking good for us. But I'm really looking forward to this weekend. I think we're going to perform well, but I really don't think we'll be getting another win. So with that being said, I'm now going to hand you over to Joe, who's got the story of qualifying. Today around the Autodromo di Monza, and there was no surprises in Q1 as both Manors, both Renaults and both Saubers went out. There was a huge surprise in Q2 though, as last time out pole winner and race winner Joe Hanaud went out in Q2. Trying to get through on the soft tyres, he missed out by 100th of a second to his teammate. Going out along with him was Grosjean, Gutierrez, Kvyat, Perez and Hulkenberg. Into Q3 then, and it was Lewis Hamilton who looked like he was going to get his first pole position since Spain, but he only managed P2 because it was Kimi Raikkonen who came round to take a third pole position of the season, I think, and he managed to put smiles on the faces of all the Tifosi as he qualified on pole for the Italian Grand Prix.
The Italians love their cars and they love their racing. And of course, they love it here at Monza. Home race for Ferrari, of course, who've had 18 wins here since 1950. But you know, there's not been so much luck for the locals in the cockpit recently. The last Italian driver to win this race was back in 1966. So what now? I think it's time to make some more history here today. With top speeds in excess of 220 miles per hour, few places can hope to touch Monza's crown as the fastest circuit in Formula One. Hard braking zones going into 3 chicanes make up the majority of the 11 corners on this 3.6-mile circuit. And just in case the slipstream wasn't enough, well, 2 DRS zones will help encourage some close action. It's a very tight turn 1 here and a very big braking zone. It's a corner, Anthony Davidson, where we've seen a number of lap 1 incidents in the past.
As you say, it's a very small piece of track when you have more than just one car trying to go through it. The actual run down towards the chicane is quite wide, so off the start we'll often see drivers running 2 or maybe 3 abreast as they come up towards the braking zone. Everyone wants to brake late, of course, to win track position, and that tends to be where we see a lot of contact. And you'll see the more experienced drivers kind of hang back a little into here and focus more on picking up the pieces from other people's incidents.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. Kimi Raikkonen starts today from pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Vettel, Felipe Massa and Ricciardo, Verstappen, Rosberg, Sainz and Fernando Alonso, a McLaren, Grosjean, Esteban Gutierrez, and Kvyat, Perez, Hülkenberg, Pascal Wehrlein and Marcus Ericsson, Palmer and Magnussen, Rio Haryanto and Felipe Nasser starts from the back of the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Right guys, P11, bit of a mess up in qualifying. On my first run in Q2 I went onto the soft tyres because I definitely had the pace, but through turn 1 we actually went a little bit wide and went into the gravel, so we lost about 3 seconds on that first lap. And then when we came through for the second lap I thought, why not, we'll go for it. And we were on the pit straight. We actually set a 124 flat, but we just ran out of fuel about 150 metres before that, so we lost about 0.6 of a second, which would have seen us into Q3. But never mind, we get a start on the medium tyres today, by the looks of what's under our tyre blankets. So looking at the personalised of the way we were going through with tyres, we'll probably will be doing a 3-stop strategy today, but we'll try the 2-stop and see how it goes. We might have to go for two lots of soft stints. That's the word I'm trying to say. So if we do that and bring that back just a little bit, that should be absolutely fine. So with that being said, let's get into things. Starting in P11, it's a little bit different. Obviously we've had such a good run of getting through to Q3, and now, you know, starting in P11, that means we get fresh tyre choice.
Let's get the car up to temperature on this lap. We're learning the gears, so go through them all if you can.
And that's good for us. You know, we get a start on the medium tyres, and that means that theoretically we should be able to go further into the race and have a bit more of a strategic advantage. But it does beg for a little bit of a more exciting episode. You know, going through the field. We'll try not to make any collisions, but obviously that's why you like to qualify well. But being right in the middle, we're right in the danger zone. You know, from people behind, people in front having collisions, and turn 1 is very, very scary through here. So we're looking forward to this, of course, like any Grand Prix. But it is going to be a bit of a challenge. Kimi Raikkonen on pole, Lewis Hamilton in second. Good to see Hamilton back to form, and I really hope he does get back into this championship, because he's had such an unlucky season. He had 5 pole positions in a row at the start of the season, and I still don't think he's actually won a Grand Prix, so that's interesting. But yeah, tyre mishap. That's what's cost us at the end of the day. Romain Grosjean was quickest in Q1, which was really curious, I thought. Qualified just behind us in 12th. Max Verstappen, I think, has got a grid penalty. Because, well, I don't know why he's got it, but he was in 16th at the time, and that's why I thought I was through, because I thought Verstappen was out. And that's why I accelerated time, and he must have posted his time right in the final seconds, and that meant we went out in P11. But looking forward to this. I've got the 2 Haas guys behind us, Kvyat's down there as well, Perez and Hülkenberg, and it should be a good day, hopefully, for us. Obviously the Haas cars have had a huge upgrade coming into this race, so they've shown some form. But here we go. Ready for the lights. Lights out, away we go here in Italy. Very good start for Fernando Alonso on the right hand side there. We're going to have to go near the grass as Sainz blocks us out. Verstappen just in front here, and we're going to take it nice and easy into turn 1. We don't want any sort of collision. We're going to go round the outside, and that gives us the inside line. Perez has made a good start, and he's up in to 11th place. But we've just made it through the first corner quite nicely, and we're going to go from there. So, Perez having a look at Max Verstappen. We're going to go down the inside of both of them here. And, well, he managed to make it. That was a little bit scary. And there's Carlos Sainz there in 9th. Rosberg had a very poor qualifying by his standards. He's in 8th place at the moment. And, well, we have to try and make this strategy work on the medium tyres. Well, we get a good run on Sainz out the final corner, and we go down the inside of Parabolica. Now, how's our straight line speed? Obviously, we went for the lowest possible drag settings, and look at this. We're passing the Mercedes and our teammate, and we're up to 7th place. Good start for us here on the medium tyres, and, well, it's all getting a little bit tight and twisty into the first turn. Now we're right behind Daniel Ricciardo, our rival, who we have just lost to in the qualifying session. And, well, Sebastian Vettel going very, very slow. We're on the grass, just like I think Fernando Alonso was a few years ago. Because of Vettel, we go down the inside, and, well, Felipe Massa, we squeezed him out a little bit there. We've still got that grass on with tyres, which is meaning that we have a little bit of a lack of grip through the Lesmos, but we're up to 5th place, which is considering we started in 11th. Well, we've got the DRS on Vettel. That's activated. He must have some sort of problem because he's so slow, and he's just a sitting duck on the straight there for us. So the rivalry with Vettel isn't quite continuing the way that we wanted it to after Belgium last time out. But now our next victim is Valtteri Bottas. Well, look at the overspeed we've got here. We're going to go down the inside. We've made a bit of a mess of it. We're going to let Bottas back through, of course. But that's allowed Vettel to catch up. And, well, he's got the momentum here. And he has a little luck, but doesn't make the move in the end. And Valtteri Bottas isn't going that quickly. I think our setup this weekend is far superior to the AIs, because we've got so much straight line speed, but we're okay through the corners as well, which is great to see. So we've got the DRS on Bottas, and now that's activated, and here we go. He's going to be a sitting duck now for us in the McLaren Honda. We've upgraded our engine massively, which means that we can compete with the big boys now. And that moves us into 3rd position. I can't believe it. 4 laps into the Grand Prix, and we're up to P3 already on the slower tyre. So Hamilton into the pits. Sorry, Raikkonen into the pits, and we assume 2nd position in the Grand Prix. And as you can see, Bottas closing in on us with their superior straight line speed when we don't have the DRS. So it is going to be tough to hold Valtteri Bottas out. Oh, safety car. Safety car deployed. Wow. What happened to Rio Haryanto? We want to know. Is this him? No. Is that him? Or is that Verline? Whoa, whoa, look up ahead. Look up ahead. If we go on board with Hulkenberg, it looks like. There we go. Well, he goes flying into the back of whoever that was, that Rio Haryanto. But what has happened here? Watching from the on-board, I don't know what happened to that Red Bull. Why is that Red Bull just stopped? Is it? Yeah. Hey, it's just stopped there. So, what on earth has gone on there? Don't know, some sort of glitch, but obviously Nico Hulkenberg has gone playing into the back
Do you want to change or stick to plan
of...
A? Okay, slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast.
Oh, we can't change the strategy, that's... Oh no, we can. Well, Bottas has gone past us. Hey, come back here, you. We were just slowing down for the delta, but... Well, we're going to trust the engineer and take the new strategy. Because I feel like we're out of the loop now. Now that, you know, people have come into the pits. So, well, it wants us to return to third place. But Bottas did overtake us under safety car conditions. We are going to come in. I don't think we're actually going to swap to the super softs. I think that's a bad strategy move. We're going to swap to the softs, and that gives us the possibility of going to the mediums a bit later on. Once again, so
Give that position back. We are under safety.
come on. Here we go. We come into the pits. This is going to be, well, Bottas does as well. So here we go, and we're down nicely to the speed limit. And here we go, Hamilton into the pits, Bottas also into the pits, we're into the pits. It looked like, I don't know who it was,
Go.
but we're away in 2.3 seconds, but still behind Valtteri Bottas. Obviously Williams are the fastest at pit stops
Stops left now.
in the sport at the moment. So we're 5th now because Raikkonen's gone through. We need to get in front of Ericsson. And we have done. So safety car period once again. It's happening every race now.
Again, so I expect they fix whatever the...
I'll see you guys when the safety car is going to come in.
Let's go.
Right guys, safety car in this lap. So it's Lewis Hamilton leading from Valtteri Bottas. Kimi Raikkonen is in 3rd. We're in 4th. Marcus Ericsson is in 5th. Palmer 6th. Verline in 7th. And Magnussen in 8th, and it looks like Massa is in P9, so a lot of people have gained quite a few positions from this safety car, and if they're on a different pit strategy, they could really hold up the rest of the field. I believe the three in front have got the medium tyres on, so we're on the quicker tyres, and here we go, prepare to resume racing. Where's the safety car line? It's just up here somewhere.
Okay, the incident.
There we go. Lights out. Once again, Julian Palmer out the race, so I don't know what's happened to him. But we're going to have to dip back into the slipstream and try and take this inside line into turn 1. Risky move. Oh! And a huge incident. Kimi Raikkonen once again. And well, Marcus Ericsson through. We've managed to come out somehow in 5th position. Is there going to be another safety car? That's a question. Nico Rosberg there in 7th. Well, Ricciardo onto the super soft tyres. A little bit of an incident in the turn 1 there with Kimi Raikkonen, and Romain Grosjean out the race now.
They've got a serious car issue. It looks like they're retiring. 2.2 seconds.
So that's 3 retirements already from this Grand Prix. And Kimi Raikkonen, well, there's nothing I could have done there. We had the inside line, we were through, and he must have drove into us, but yeah, I'm surprised there hasn't been another safety car. Well, we've already caught up to Marcus Ericsson, and we're going to have a look down the inside before Parabolica. Lewis Hamilton leads this Grand Prix. It appears that Valtteri Bottas has come into the pits as well, so I don't know what happened to him. Whether he lost a bit of his front wing or something, I really don't know. But here we are,
Speed enabled. DRS is now enabled.
into 2nd place in this Grand Prix,
0.7 seconds.
which is absolutely crazy considering we started 11th, but the safety car most definitely helped us. And yeah, we've just took advantage of it.
They have an issue with their car.
Well, look at this, what's happened here? Massa's out the race, there's a Sauber
Green flag.
involved, but that looks rather awful, what just happened there. Very, very strange indeed. Right guys, we're coming into the pits at the end of this lap to put on the medium tyres, so we come around the final turn. We're going to go down a lean mix to make sure that we don't use much fuel in the pits. So here we go, we need to get down to 50 mile an hour and only just. It's a really terrifying pit entry to go into because you don't want to just slow down ridiculously. But that we're now on the same strategies. Medium tyres by the looks of things, and we're away. Pit stop, very disappointing from the McLaren boys, but off we go, and hopefully we'll have saved a little bit of fuel. Hold on a second. Hold on. How have we got medium tyres that are that worn? I don't think we're going to be able to finish the race on this set of tyres. Well guys, we're going to pit a lap earlier and put on the super soft tyres and have a 5-lap sprint at the end. These tyres are just not going to last, and it seems like a lot of the people around us will have one more stop anyway. So here we come. We have to get down to 50 mile an hour, remember. And there we go, we're in. And that was pit entry. So here we go, into the pits. Soft tyres on, 2.1 second pit stop, and we are away. Rosberg and Vettel in with us by all, well, what it looks like. So mediums, very close there. Just had a massive lock up, I'm afraid, but we managed to make our way past. And he could potentially be into the race on those mediums, so it's important that we get past him. So there we are, Raikkonen in the pits. We've moved back up to 3rd place, and Bottas might not be stopping again, so this could be our place for the rest of the race, as long as these tyres hold. But remember, we do have that 3-second time penalty to add on as well.
First place is 36.1 seconds.
So Lewis Hamilton has won his first race of 2016, I think, at the Italian Grand Prix. Valtteri Bottas will finish 2nd, and as long as nothing goes horrendously wrong in these final couple of corners, we will come through in 3rd place. We started 11th. A couple of incidents in this race definitely helped us. But we come through the final turn. We've got a 3-second penalty, but we should come through in 3rd place. And what an achievement that is. Very that result.
Brilliant job, mate. That's a fantastic podium. Super driving, really strong pace. Very happy.
And the engineer's happy. There's Toto Wolff. It's been a while since we've seen him win a race on this game. But there he is, the man himself, Lewis Hamilton. Very good win for him. Starting 2nd on the grid, of course.
The overtaking, looking after the tyres, but at the end of it all,
and there's Kevin Magnussen, who finished in 16th.
And that's exactly what they had today.
So as I say that, we can see the drivers.
And there we are, Lewis Hamilton, Valtteri, and us, podium.
After another excellent Grand Prix.
Got to be happy with that. Well, I'm absolutely thrilled. I'm not just happy, I'm absolutely thrilled to have a podium in this race, and 5th of the very good stuff. And there we go, nice podium picture there.
And now let's take a look at the driver standings. It's a good result for Sebastian Vettel, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Today I'm going to give it to
yes.
They pushed and pushed and found some fantastic performance. It was just a pleasure to watch.
On to the constructors then. We saw
So Lewis Hamilton,
from the champion
the Italian Grand Prix, Valtteri Bottas in second with a 7-second penalty, so I wonder what he did.
who makes
We finished there in third, Sebastian Vettel in fourth, and Ricciardo fifth, Rosberg sixth, Kvyat seventh, Kimi Räikkönen a very disappointing eighth after an incident with us earlier in the race, Perez ninth, and Max Verstappen. Quite a few non-finishers to talk about. Fernando Alonso did have, Jeff told us over the radio. Felipe Massa, Romain Grosjean, Jolyon Palmer and Rio Haryanto are the other non-finishers. Looking at the Drivers' Championship, we remain in 5th position. Vettel, 25 points, almost, well, exactly a race win ahead of Raikkonen. Hamilton back to 34 points behind, so he's very much in the title fight. 1 DNF Vettel and it could all change over again. With, I think, 8 or 9 races still to go. Way to go in this championship. So Daniel Ricciardo in 6th, Verstappen 7th. No change really after that apart from Bottas and Kvyat. Into the constructors, and Williams have moved above Toro Rosso to 5th place. I thought they already were in 5th place, but we remain in 4th. Quite close to Red Bull and quite a way ahead of Williams, so 4th looks to be secure in the championship. Let's see if anything happens back at HQ. Obviously Fernando not finishing the race will have won that bit, but here we go. Obviously we had the penalty as well, but 980 resource points was very, very good indeed. And here's the first driver bonus resource, takes us over 1,000. This is what I'm talking about, and we should go straight back up to 10 here because we have met all of that, which is absolutely brilliant. And we're over 100,000 career score now, which is also brilliant. And that's that. We can obviously afford a couple of the research and development things, but we'll save up our points and we might do one in a couple of races time for maybe Malaysia or Japan. So that is where we're going to end this. So hopefully you've enjoyed. Please leave a like down below if you did. You don't have to, of course, but it means a lot for me and for the channel. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching and goodbye.